It was like
Whoa! Whoa!
Mavs approached Lakers and offered Luka, not Mavs.
The Mavericks approached the Lakers recently and offered Luka, sources tell ESPN. Wait.
Luka,
Did they trade? Wait. Did it happen? The Lakers won this trade in the long run. What? Did it? Oh, it happened! Whoa! 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 What the fuck? Yo! What the fuck? It's a dumbass trade. That is a dumbass trade. Yo, the Mavs are retarded. The Mavs.
You don't want Anthony Davis, bro. Get this nigga off the team.
Feel like lucid be my dreams. Said you love me, so I'm sure you know the means. It's like I'm living all inside a movie and a dream. Sequels to my life entirely up to me. Slowly suffocating, do you know just how it feels? That baby, can you hold me while I'm running through a field like.
I'm not gonna overly yap about it, but I told y'all that this Mavericks trade, niggas were like, oh, well, now that they have 80, they'll have a chance to contend. No, they don't, my nigga. No, they don't. As soon as they traded Luka, my nigga, Luka is a player who has the ability to be top 15 greatest of all time. That's the type of potential that nigga has. You trade that nigga for AD, who, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to go on a tangent, but bro, Luka has already played played 270 game seasons, meaning he played 70 games 2 seasons. AD I think was 3. Mind you, Luka's played 7 seasons, and then AD played 14. Bro, the whole thing that Luka was unhealthy, they traded for Anthony Davis, is just fucking stupid. It was just dumb. And then them trading all you motherfuckers who said, oh well, they're building their team better. No, they're not. As soon as they traded Luka, that team was done. All the people who are thriving, the Derrick Jones Jr., PJ Washington. I know Derrick Jones Jr. gone, but Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, all these players who went to the Mavericks and took significant leaps because they had a ball distributor and passer and offense facilitator like Luka, all of them their production levels and the output they were putting out is about to go down because Luka was able to have them niggas balling out, giving them good looks all the time. See what I'm saying? AD can't do that. So now, even with them losing AD, they still have nobody to facilitate. Even with them getting AD, they have no one to facilitate their offense. Kyrie can't facilitate the offense. That's why when Harden left the Nets and they traded for Ben Simmons, that they got fucking swept by the fucking Celtics that season. Because him and KD just doing straight iso ball. Kyrie's not a facilitating point guard. He's not the type of nigga who you want running your offense. So as soon as they traded Luka, I already knew they were done. All these niggas talking about, oh well, no. And you're fucking stupid if you think that, oh well, they have Kyrie, they're gonna be no, they're not. You're fucking retarded if you even think that a 34-year-old is gonna come off an ACL tear and play at a high level. It's very unlikely. We've never seen it before. Y'all can say, oh, medicine got better. Yeah, we've seen Zach LaVine and Jamal Murray come back from ACL tears, but we haven't seen a nigga who was 34, 35 do that. The only nigga who we seen get a significant injury like that at that age and come back was KD, and he's fucking KD. There's a difference. Anyways, let's get into this video. I'm sorry to go on a rant, but that niggas trying to say that was a good trade are just fucking stupid. And that Cooper Flag shit was rigged. I don't give a fuck.
Mavericks, what exactly are they going to do next? I already made a video on my other channel, kind of just breaking down the timeline and how terrible it's been.
This dumbass nigga got fired.
Of the post-Luka era, and it's gotten so bad that, as we all know, Nico Harris has already lost his job. Now, in this video, however, what I wanted to do is outline not only some misconceptions, but also just throw this narrative out the window that the Mavericks are going to be fine if they decide to blow it up. Because I'm going to be honest with you, if you think it's bad now, it's only going to get significantly worse as time continues to progress, because people are trying to be optimistic about what they're going to receive in return for this package of Anthony Davis or
they're not getting shit.
I don't know what they think they're going to receive in return, but it's going to be really, really bad. But a couple things first, and I mean this sincerely, very sincerely. People need to stop lying about where they stood when everything had happened, and also what they believe happened in real time. People are blatantly lying about this idea that, oh, well, some of y'all really thought it wasn't that bad of a trade. Some of y'all still believe that, oh, man, Nico should have really had the entire season and really waited off. No, you moron, no.
Only dumb niggas said that. Any nigga with common sense knew that was a bad trade off rip. That's why it was such a big trade. Niggas like the craziest trade of all time. Because it was so fucking stupid. Everyone knew that.
No, it was a bad trade. It's a bad trade. The idea that we have to sit here and wait even more months to figure out if it was really going to be bad. No, nigga, no. It's a bad trade. You got morons like Skip Bayless running his mouth talking about Nico. He did a good job. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. Y'all niggas want to be different for the sake of being different.
Bro, nobody thought that was a good trade. Even niggas like Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith who say shit like that. This is strict. They're fucking perfect. Their job is to rage bait niggas and just say outlandish shit to get a reaction. No sane nigga thought that was a good trade.
I'm sitting here hearing people claim that because someone has two-way impact, all of a sudden they're better than someone else. But y'all sitting here and suck off Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley, Steph Curry, a bunch of one-way players. But now all of a sudden, y'all gonna claim that Anthony Davis is better than Luka Doncic. I love AD. I'm also slightly disappointed in AD as well because the fact that you came into the next year out of shape is crazy. You put yourself in jeopardy to get injured. That is crazy. And also, as much as I love AD and the things he did for my team, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act as if like going from Anthony Davis to Luka Doncic is not an upgrade for the Lakers. A massive upgrade. But please, don't try to pivot, don't try to run, don't try to hide. Stay 10 toes on that dumbass take, that contrarian take you try to have about, no, it really wasn't that big of an idea. It wasn't that big of a problem. And yeah, that picture from...
Yo, to be honest, I'm gonna stop pausing, but listen, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I think that even a better trade than this trade, I'm telling y'all niggas, would be, okay, say before Embiid was getting injured and shit, like he was always getting injured, but before, like, after his MVP season, like now he's been out for like a year, but like say right after his MVP season, this is like the Luka and AD trade is worse than like the Spurs trading Wemby for Embiid at that point. I'm telling you, it's worse. I'm telling you. Like, at least Embiid is an MVP caliber player. We know that for a fact. Top when he was healthy, top 3 in the league. AD was never like the star player or never no MVP caliber player. Even when he was on the Pelicans, or when niggas thought, he showed y'all niggas that when niggas thought he was gonna take the reins from LeBron when LeBron was getting old and he was gonna take over and dominate, he didn't do that. That's not who he's a second option player, my nigga.
AD right there, right now.
Amazing talent, amazing player, but he's not the guy who you're gonna put on your team to win a chip. Luka carried them niggas while injured. Remember, he was injured. Carried them niggas past the Thunder, carried them niggas past Bear niggas. Bro, why do these boss keep coming to my shit? Carried them niggas past Bear niggas and went to the fucking finals, nigga. Like stop, bro.
In front of me right now, the stomach he got on him, crazy. That's crazy. Second of all, this is not just a Nico Harrison problem. Nico is going to end up being the fall guy, rightfully so, because as news continue to progress, we now learn from Shams that this dumbass Nico actually presented the opportunity to trade Luka for AD to ownership. So Nico needed to be fired, and we all knew that he was going to be fired, and that's all understandable. But when you have an ownership group that is so fucking stupid that they would okay said trade
after this stream,
you have no idea what.
Last time I was after the stream, I'm gonna look into turning down ads. I already tried my best, but yo, Twitch be on some other shit. But I'm gonna look into it again.
To your franchise. And the sad part about it is the people who okayed this are going to be a part of the team probably forever. For the next 20, 30, 40 years, however long they own this organization, they will be a part of this team for a very, very, very long time. And if they're dumb enough to be convinced that you need to trade Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis, or really anyone in the NBA, not named Shea, Jokic, Giannis, and Wemby, bro, who knows what the fuck is going to happen. So no, I am not going to sit here and allow people to just make it seem like it was just Nico Harrison.
Not that long ago.
He's a dumbass. But who's also a dumbass is an ownership group that sat there and said, oh, well, if you don't want to put the hard work in, if you don't really want to try hard and be...
I'm sorry to keep pausing, but listen. I genuinely think this is something like, I don't want to get into conspiracy theory territory, but I genuinely think that this was like, he was told to do this. Like, I know y'all like, oh, y'all hate Nico Harrison, He's not this fucking stupid to do this trade. Like, I don't think, bro, mind you, he was the same nigga who picked up Lively, traded for Gafford, traded for PJ Washington, traded for Kyrie, and built this team around Luka. He's not this retarded, traded away their future picks. He's not this fucking retarded to go and then just trade for 8. I'm telling you, that was like a call from up top to tell that nigga to do that. And the new owners who bought that fucking organization, they don't know shit about basketball. So if that nigga go to them and like, yo, let's do this trade, they don't know shit. They don't even know who the fuck Luka is. They just have money and they bought an NBA team. Because it's a business. You know what I mean?
Dedicated to your
tax write-offs, and they can make some revenue off of it. I don't think that Nico Harrison, I feel like Nico Harrison was told to do this, bro.
Craft, you don't need to be a Dallas Maverick. Just like MJ, just like LeBron, just like Kobe, just like Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq? You brought up Shaq and hard work? Be serious. Be serious. You're not serious. That's the problem. You're not serious, my nigga. Hard work and Shaq? Are you dumb? But those are the people who cut the fucking checks. Those are the ones who cut the checks. And those are the ones who are more than likely going to get bamboozled again when a general manager comes to them, whoever they hire, come to find out Jason Kidd is in the running. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's wild.
Stop being lazy and go replace him. What the fuck are we talking about? So it's not just Nico. It's also ownership as well. Definitely ownership as well. And then also, before we get to what's next, people need to really comprehend how bad this is. Because this isn't like, oh man, they can really just turn it around. It's not just.
Yo, niggas is cut. Yo, this nigga. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. This nigga Charlie Kirk has got done the worst. Like, I've never seen somebody get done the way Charlie Kirk got done. This man is like, he's dead as the most mean person of all time, bro. It's not even funny at this point. Like, bro, every post, this man is a meme. Bro, he got killed live. Everyone just trolling him, making him a meme. Then motherfuckers like, oh, his shorty was like flirting with JD Vance or something. Bro, this has to be like top 10 worst ways to ever go out, bro. Top 3, bro. Like, it's actually insane, bro. That political shit, I'm never gonna get into that shit, bro. Cause yo, that, bro, everything he stood for, even his own man, bro, Trump was like, they're like, how are you dealing with the death of Charlie Kirk?
People were celebrating on the spot too.
Yeah. But niggas are like, yo, Trump, how you feel about that shit? That nigga said, I'm doing fine. The new ballroom, like, I ain't never seen this happen to nobody, nigga. Like, I'm sorry, holy, bro.
It's not just, obviously, they don't have, a point guard. They're running Cooper Flag out there at point. AD already got hurt. Gafford and Lively, they've missed time. It's not just that. But they're historically bad offensively. Historically bad. They are, genuinely speaking, either the worst or second worst offense in NBA history.
They don't have no one to facilitate the offense.
Points worse than league average offensively. 11 points worse, respectfully. Anthony Davis and Kyrie, as good as they can or cannot be, will not change the second worst offense of all time. That's 11 points worse than league average. They cannot change that to a serviceable enough offense to get them over the hump in a Western Conference that features teams that are just significantly better than them. And that's the other thing that really just pisses me off. The fact that you all sit there and watch OKC win games as they are also missing players, and not just win games, but do so dominantly in a historic fashion defensively.
They will get shit on by OKC, bro.
To come up here and say that Anthony Davis and post ACL tear Kyrie Irving is going to change. Think about this team. Be serious. Be serious, bro. Be serious. Let's just have a real talk. Heart to heart. The niggas who want to be contrarians, the Kendrick Perkins, the Stephen A. Smiths, everybody. Skip Bayless. I don't want to hear nothing. It was done.
They're rage baiters. They don't. None of them believe that shit.
And it was a bad trade. It will go down as one of, if not, the worst trades
all time.
That's how bad it was. Niggas sitting here telling me, oh man, there was a news came out. Well, what we really learned is that after someone who was around Kobe after they lost in 08, and Kobe was driven to win a championship after that. I had someone else who was around LeBron after 2011, after he lost his finals, and he was driven after that. And once Luka lost in 2024, he just wasn't as driven as we would want. Matter of fact, he came back fatter, more out of shape, and we're like, whoa, this is a problem.
Bro, I don't think niggas understand. Again, Luka was injured. Luka Doncic 2024 playoffs injured. It's the same shit that y'all did to Harden. Y'all do this every time. How did injure one leg Luka and the Mavs run through 3 very solid Western Conference teams to get the finals? Bro, Luka was not 100%. He for sure, he was battling knee sprains and like strained hamstrings and shit. Bro, he went into the offseason rehabbing, like he's in the house like rehabbing his injuries. Same shit that happened with Harden. So when he come into the next season, bro, he wasn't working out, he wasn't nothing. He was healing his injury. So when Harden came back from the Nets after the injury, KD was out, Kyrie couldn't play because of the COVID shit, and he was playing ass and everyone was just clowning him, and he was getting bear hate, so he said fuck it, and he requested a trade. It's the same shit. You jumped the gun.
We gotta trade him because of defense. Nico Harrison saying that they need to trade someone because of defense when the only championship in franchise history was built around a nigga that did not play defense is ironic. Nico Harrison talking about how someone needs to be motivated to bounce back after finals loss is hilarious because the face of that franchise, the best player in franchise history, after he got to the top and after he lost in the finals, the very next year that nigga got knocked out in the first round by one of the most unimpressive series of any superstar. The irony of the things in which some people were critical of Luka were so directly associated to who Dirk was as well. But no, you don't have to have Kobe Bryant mentality. It would be great if you did. It'd be great if you had Michael Jordan mentality. It'd be great if you had LeBron, Curry, Reggie Miller, degree of regiment. It would be great. But
He's putting memes and shit, bro.
To at least win one. And the truth of the matter is, it's the Dallas fucking Mavericks. Before Dirk, the best player in franchise history was Mark Aguirre. No, not to Mark Aguirre, but he's not in these convos. That brother's not even a top 50 player of all time. You got a top 50 player in Dirk, top 25, and then you stumble across a player who had the potential to be another one. If you ended the Luka Doncic era with nothing more but another finals appearance, guess what? It would have been a success. It would have been a success. You're not the Spurs. You're not Detroit. You're not the Sixers. You're not Boston nor LA, my nigga. You are a team that thrives in the gaps in between those teams being irrelevant. That's who you are, and that's okay. That's okay, because that's most teams in the league. But when you have that moment, when you have the player that can lead you to the next level, you take it. You don't trade it away for a 3 to 4 year window where the first year you don't even.
But that's what I'm saying. But those niggas are not. This is like some shit that was planned, bro. I'm telling you.
So disastrously like this, and even if people want to say, well, Luka last year wasn't going to lead them to anything, you're right. And Luka this year also could not have led them to anything as well. But what you do have with Luka is a much larger window than just 3 to 4 years. You have more than likely 6, 7. Trading 6, 7 in for 3, 4. That's just dumb. That's dumb. And for people out there who are hypercritical of Luka Doncic at 24, 25 years old. Bro, who I was as a person at 24, 25 is not who I was right now, or 31, 32, 28, 29.
Just stupid.
In what world do we
it's
believe
dumb.
in that a 24, 25-year-old NBA player is a finished product enough for you to feel comfortable with trading him? And again, be very mindful that this is a general manager club that got convinced to trade Luka. Cooper Flag played bad enough. These dumbass niggas might be convinced to trade Cooper. Also, Nico, this last thing before we go to the next thing. Nico Harrison, you dumb fuck. You sitting there telling people, I hope they feed a Vivian after you all won the lottery. Nigga, that
Get fuck out of here, nigga.
Either. Your vision was for you all to win in a 3 to 4 year window. How the fuck is a rookie gonna immediately come in and be so impactful?
Nigga, tell me why though every team that trades, every LA team which has like one of the biggest markets, teams just trade them amazing players. Why? Bro, the whole way the Pelicans got 80, who did they trade to get 80? I think they traded Chris Paul. Did they trade Chris Paul to the Clippers to get 80? And then they trade Chris Paul to the Clippers, the LA team. They had low odds, and then what they fucking ended up getting AD. Then they fucking end up trading AD to the Lakers, and then they get the number 1 pick for Zion. Then the Mavs trade Luka to the Lakers, and they get the number 1 pick. How does this keep happening, my nigga? Tell me.
He was going to help you win in a 3 to 4 year window. That was be mindful. Your vision was for you all to compete last year. How the fuck is getting Cooper Flag a part of your vision? Be serious. Now, as I said before, if you all think that this is bad, just wait till you realize what else is in store for this organization. I'm seeing people on the timeline talk about, well, they can blow it up and then get something in return for AD and Kyrie Irving. No, man. PJ Washington show.
Even the Quentin Grimes trade they did for like Caleb Martin, morons.
Comes back with a pretty penny. Anthony Davis after the season only has 1 guaranteed year left on his contract.
He's out of there.
Just 1. After that, Kyrie Irving, he only has 1 more year left on his contract guaranteed.
Out of there.
Kyrie Irving is coming off of an ACL tear at the ripe age of 33, and he'll be 34 at the top of the calendar year. Kyrie, before the injury, wasn't a good enough player to lead a team to the finals as a first offensive weapon because a nigga couldn't do it in his prime in Boston. You think that he was going to get off as the first offensive weapon on the perimeter with Cason Wallace defending him? With Alex Caruso defending him? With Chet backline?
And Lou Dort and shit. Yo, I don't think y'all remember though that Mavericks finals against the Celtics, Derek White, Drew Holiday, nigga, Kyrie was in hell, nigga. They had Kyrie in hell. Like, I think Drew Holiday, Derek White, and then he's switching off to Jaylen Brown. Nigga, Kyrie averaged like 19 that series on like 40% from the field and like 26% from 3. Like, they had him in hell. Like, he was getting clamped up, my nigga.
With J-Dub roaming off a Cooper Flag? Be fucking serious, nigga. Be real serious. AD, I love AD. But the type of offensive player that y'all think that he is, he's not. He's an amazing player. I still think he's top 10 when he's healthy. But he is not this player that's going to go out there and generate enough offense for you, especially without having a high-caliber playmaker that would then thrust him into anything more than just slightly above league average offense. And now that he's 32, he's also out with injuries. You tell me, what the fuck do you think you're going to get for Kyrie 33-34, 1 year left on his deal, Anthony Davis 30.
By the way, all of these niggas are out here. AD, every game he's popping out to, niggas like, fuck, Nico Harrison, Nico Harrison, because of the trade they did to acquire him. He's out of there. The fans don't even want him there. The fans are mad as fuck they did that trade. Kyrie, he went there. He was hyped to play with Luka. They traded Luka. He's not. They just seen how they slammed out their franchise guy. He's not staying there. They're fucked.
233, 1 year left on his deal. Kyrie coming off of an ACL tear and AD never healthy. What do you think the market is? If AD gets traded, he has to be traded to a team that's contending, because since he only has 1 year left on his deal, he's never going to sign an extension for a team that's floundering. So that already shrinks the teams that may be interested in him. And it also shrinks the assets that you're going to receive in return, because even if you get draft capital, it's going to be from a team that will be contending. Then we add on the fact that we now have second tax apron rules. So you're talking about a team that would have to absorb $58 million. Only way you pulling that off is if Dallas takes back a bad contract. That's the only way. And then we're talking about Kyrie.
What team would even make sense to trade for AD right now? I could see the Knicks. Their salary cap is like fucked, but I could see them moving, like trying to move some niggas together to try and acquire AD. I could see that. That'll put them over the top.
He's even going to come back before the trade deadline this year. So that means that more than likely he's going to get traded next year on a $39 million potential expiring
Maybe the Knicks.
You tell me right now, what do you think you will?
Maybe it's Minnesota.
What do you think? At best, between those two players, I can see maybe a promising player or two who is under the 20, like mid-20s or younger, like a Kobe White, and maybe some draft capital.
You're not getting no young team that's going to trade up for AD. I'm sorry. Even the Bulls are dumb and they make a lot of dumbass trades, but what purpose would the Bulls have right now to trade for Anthony Davis? Hold on.
That's either heavily protected.
Because, yeah, they're like the 1 seed right now, but now, like, I'll never forget the Magic a couple seasons ago were like the 1 seed for like a month and a half or 2 months, and then the season, by the time the season ended, they didn't even make the playoffs.
Probably is. Now, that's definitely going to be worth.
And Utah, remember when Utah was going crazy that 1 year, and they fucking didn't even make the playoffs?
No. Dallas, they don't have any picks at all. At least of their own. See, part of the reason why when y'all sit here and say it's a party.
Yeah, never mind. The Bulls are out. They're 6-5. They started off good. I think they were like 5-1 or some shit, or like, yeah, they're out.
I think that many people were saying that and agreeing with that idiotic logic is that you all were completely out of the loop of all the trades that were made to build that roster around Luka in the first place. Y'all were confused to how much draft capital they gave up to build that team in the first place. So when y'all sit here and say they can blow shit up and just rebuild, it would have to be with other teams' picks because they don't even have the rights to their own picks. 2026 second round pick going to the Oklahoma City Thunder, Phoenix Suns, or Washington Wizards. We need to set a fucking rule in place that dumb idiots have to stop trading with OKC, because enough is enough, my nigga. Fuck! How many more teams is going to build up OKC? God damn! Ain't the phone up when Presti calls you, nigga. That nigga needs a.
That nigga's finessing niggas.
There's a possibility.
Sam Presti finessing niggas crazy.
Dallas is gonna have a top second round pick and it might go to the fucking Thunder. Oh my God. Next year, 2027 first round pick to Charlotte, only top 2 protected. They got this because of the PJ Washington deal. 2027 second round pick going to the Washington Wizards or Detroit Pistons. Be serious, nigga. You going into 2027, you don't have a pick at all? 2028 first round pick going to OKC as a pick swap. Adam, put a fucking clause. Put a clause in the CBA, nigga. We have to stop. These niggas keep building up OKC. Stop. There needs to be a clause on how much draft capital you can have. This is ridiculous. So no 27 first round pick. Pick swap in 2028. 2029, they traded away their first round pick, Brooklyn or Houston, because that was a part of acquiring Kyrie Irving. And then you also traded away your 2029 second round pick as well.
You're cooked.
They got a pick from the Lakers. Nigga, Luka is on the Lakers, nigga. Next year, 2030 pick swap to either San Antonio or Minnesota. You niggas is not building up 1, but 2 franchises?
Sorry to pause. If AD does get traded, what team? I'm trying to look at what teams would be realistic for him to go to. Maybe the Knicks could pull some strings, try and get him, but I don't see them trying to give up Towns to get AD when AD injury prone. I don't. Obviously, Brunson's off the table. They probably try to have to throw up McHale, some picks, and like. But I'm pretty sure they gave up all their picks to get McHale, so I don't even know if that would work. The Suns, I don't think so. Like, yeah, they have D Book, but like, pretty sure they don't have picks neither. They fucked up their shit. The only team that kind of makes sense to me, maybe Memphis or the Timberwolves. Timberwolves could do some trade, replace Randall, get 80 at the 4, give some picks up, maybe Robert Dillingham. I could see that maybe. Grizzlies, they have a lot of young niggas. They have like, what's his name? The nigga they just drafted. They still have like Santi Aldama. I don't fucking know. Zach Edey. I don't think they'd move him. Jalen Wells. They have a lot of niggas on that team. G.G. Jackson. They have some niggas and some picks they could probably do.
Then you also gave up your 2030 second round pick as well. Don't worry, guys. They're getting a 2030 second round pick from.
If I'm the Mavs, I'm trying to rebuild from now before it's too late.
From Philly. And then finally, a 2031 second round pick. You are telling me that the next time that they will have control after this season, that they will have control.
Maybe the Hawks.
Round pick, is it until 2031? Are you serious? Respectfully.
They're
the
fucked.
Kobe White trades that you might get, the Darius Garland edition you might get, whatever guard is on the table that you think you might pick up after trading AD, those niggas don't move the needle enough. They don't. Here's what makes it even worse. Here's what really makes it worse. Like I said, not until 2031. Cooper Flag, this year's his first year. After that, his second, his third, his fourth, fifth, sixth. When we get to 2031, Cooper will be going from his 6th to his 7th season. His 6th to his 7th. At that point in time, after his
So you keep doing that.
Unrestricted free agents, you're telling me that you're about to go in the Cooper Flag era, and as of today, you only have control of one of your picks, and the other 2 pick swaps are going to OKC, who will be at the bottom of the first round, and San Antonio, that will also be at the bottom of the first round. You niggas are only going to get 2 first-round picks. I take that back 3 because the other one goes to the Lakers with Luka. 3 first-round picks, all of which will be selected as if like you're a deep postseason team, even though you'll probably be fighting for 22 wins. So then the question is, how the fuck do you build a contending team around Cooper Flag with those 3 measly picks?
They have to move them niggas from now.
Kobe White, like I saw niggas on the time like, oh man, they could really get Vucevic and Kobe White. Well, you think they can? Oh man, I think they can.
They have to move them niggas from now. Right now, they have to. They have to move. As soon as Kyrie come back, he start playing a little bit, he build up his value, move him. Move AD. I would say keep. Only niggas who I would look at as safe is the young cores like Lively, Christie, and obviously Cooper Flag, but everybody else they should just move them like Gafford, all of them.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck that does for them, but yeah, you're right. Oh man,
They're fucked.
Kobe and Big Vooch. Oh wow, what the fuck does that do, nigga? Does that do anything? What does that do? And so then when 7 years come and go, you don't have to concern yourself about trading your superstar player. The nigga will just leave. Just up and leave.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna just sit there with no fucking picks for like 7 years. I think they're gonna move them niggas.
What am I staying for?
Unless they're actually just
Why am I
completely
around?
brain
To play
dead.
with Vooch and Kobe White? To play with Darius Garland and DeAndre Hunter? What am I here for? Jared Allen? Oh man. Like, let's run through these scenarios. Like, Detroit's not trading for Anthony Davis. Knicks trade for Karl Anthony Towns. Why would you want Cat if you're going for a rebuild? Okay.
I mean, I don't see them even moving Towns for that. I feel like they'd probably try to give up McHale. They'd try and give up like Hart. They'd try and give up Pig. I don't even think they have picks though. So like that, like I said, that
Miami's
makes
trading
sense.
who? Tyler Hero? Man, guess what, Coop? Your big surprise is that you get to spend the first 3 or 4 years of your career playing with one injury-prone player to
The Heat aren't trading shit. If the Heat weren't willing to trade for while Jimmy was bringing them niggas, carrying them niggas to the finals, bro, Donovan Mitchell got traded, KD got traded like twice. No, KD got traded, Kyrie got traded, fucking OG got traded, Pascal got traded, Harden got traded like twice. Larry Marketing got traded. All them niggas got traded. The Heat were going to the finals. They didn't make one move to get one nigga. Rudy Gobert got traded. Julius Randle got traded. Karl Anthony Towns got traded. They didn't make one move to get one nigga. That whole championship window they had. They're not trading for
another
this
one,
nigga.
going from 80 to Tyler Hero and Andrew Wiggins. Wow. It continues. Darius Garland. Oh, man. To no one really in Milwaukee. Big Vooch and Kobe White.
What are the Cavs doing this
no
year?
One in Philly. They ain't trading nobody in Philly. Maybe Jared McCain. Maybe Atlanta. No, they're not trading Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniel. They ain't trading none of them niggas. Toronto. What, BI? I mean, I don't know.
Toronto's not trading for AD.
Boston, no. Orlando, no. And all these other teams are not contending. So, obviously, AD's not going to want to play for those teams. So, then we go over to the West. Let me move myself for a second. Then we go to the West. OKC not trading nobody.
Yeah.
San Antonio, maybe.
Nah, doubt it.
Maybe you get Dylan Harper. Maybe.
Fuck
Dylan Harper
no.
and Harrison Barnes.
Fuck no, they won't do that. My nigga. Fuck no, the Spurs won't do that. Yo, I'm gonna be honest, Dylan Harper is looking like a stud. I think they would actually probably trade. I ain't gonna lie, I see them trading like Fox before. Maybe not because they're like, fuck it, we just want to win now. Maybe I see them trading Castle before they trade Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper's looking like a demon,
Maybe.
bro.
Denver, no. Lakers, maybe. AD back.
Imagine.
Well,
Imagine.
I don't know. I'm just trolling. Houston, no. Minnesota, Rudy Gobert. Play with Rudy Gobert, big Rudy. And Golden State, everyone's washed. Phoenix, not really contending. Portland, not really contending yet either. Memphis, about to blow it up themselves. Sacramento, about to blow it up themselves. Everybody else not contending. The best player that I might have stated is a healthy Tyler Hero or Darius Garland. Bro, that's not enough. You have effectively not only fucked your now, you have fucked your future. You have screwed everything up. You traded 4 or 5 years straight of draft capital to build the team that you had with Luka, just for you to then trade Luka, bring in AD, and now it seems as if like people are talking about 9 months later of blowing it up anyway. It's dumb. A trade that was already bad is going to continue to be bad. It's about to get so much worse. And anyone who says otherwise, respectfully, the bit is done. It's over with. It's done. We don't have to keep acting as if like, I just want to be different and get off a take. It's okay. You're wrong. Wrong on what could be the worst trade of all time, but still wrong. Admit it, and let's keep it pushing. But hanging on this and then trying to be optimistic about this, no. No. You know what really makes it worse? What might actually be the worst case scenario is that a new GM comes in and they don't push for a rebuild. That they are so hell-bent on this idea. If the ownership group says, we just got to ride this out. We got to figure out what we can really do. Like people sitting around saying, I don't know, you're fighting a little bit too early. You should really figure out what's going on. If they go into this year and they finish, let's say they turn this year around and they finish with a 44 or 41 win season, still get knocked out in the first round, and then they go into the draft with no lottery pick. This upcoming year is the last time they will have the opportunity potentially to select someone in the lottery. To not take that opportunity would be dumb, bro. It would be so dumb.
I'm trying to see if they got anyone else, but if they got a new GM yet.
But that you were wrong, but don't make a...
Yeah, gang. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Gang, the Mavs are fucked. I was telling niggas, remember I was on stream, I was saying, the Mavs are in a worse predicament than the Sixers. And niggas were looking at me like I'm crazy. They're like, yo, Embiid's fucking injured. PG. I'm sorry, last tangent. Bro, Paul George, he was playing like ass. We all know he was injured. Embiid, he was playing like ass. We all know he was injured. My whole thought process, I literally called it word for word. I was like, yo, sit them niggas out the rest of the season. Let them niggas go get surgery, do what they need to do so they can come in healthy the next season. If they're still not, whatever, you can have them play up their value, or if you lose your faith in them, you can have them play up their value and then trade them for someone and get some young players because their team is still young. And some team will be desperate enough to take them. Like, bro, the Warriors last year were looking at trading for him. They ended up getting a better option, which was Jimmy. But there will be some team that are desperate enough to trade for them. And I was like, yo, just tank that season, set them niggas to rest. Jared McCain's already out. Sit all them niggas, go get a high draft pick. Now they have Maxey, Edgecombe, who's looking like a stud, and fucking McCain, who we already know he was balling out. He's still getting injured, bro. We have to wait and see. And then they have Quentin Grimes, who is also another nigga who's low-key a stud. You know what I mean? That the Mavs gave to them for nothing. Anyways, so I was telling niggas before, yo, the Sixers are in a better place than the fucking Mavericks. And niggas were like, you're fucking crazy, you're da-da-da, you're da-da-da. Embiid is more tradable. Bro, Embiid and AD damn near had the same value. Kyrie value, and it might be higher than Paul George. They could move them niggas, you know? Like, anyways. The Mavs are fucked. They need to go into a rebuild, though.
Something, baby, I like just how you blushing. And maybe we could bust it at the function. Turn nothing to something. Wish you could just see the horrors of my life may upbring.